Hey guys, it's Umesh,
Also,
and today we're reviewing.
Minnale Soundtrack.
Nice. How many years on?
Came out 2001, so 22.
22. And we are revisiting it because
I don't know.
I actually don't know the reason.
It's a banging soundtrack.
Banging soundtrack. I think Pool Ball.
What about it?
It came on during Shuffle, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah. And I've been doing this thing where I'm like revisiting them early 2K movies this year.
Yeah.
And because the aesthetic, man, the aesthetic of those films just, for me.
I think it's actually because we did Ale Bayou Day, and I think actually it's a very good. I've just got my notes on it. Sorry, it's a very good follow-on because I think it's personally very influenced by Ale Bayou Day.
Yeah. What came out first?
Ale Bayou Day. It came out like a year or so beforehand.
Yeah. This was on the run of like Marvin getting big.
Like the Maddie track is pure. Like it's from the Ale Bayou Day hype.
Yeah.
They even reference the Ale Bayou Day film within the Minnale film. Like,
do they?
Yeah, like Vivek is like, I want to request a song from Ale Bayou Day when he like pretends to.
Oh shit.
So like it's clearly very influenced by it.
Yeah.
And like the soundtrack, it pulls from that same like 90s boy band R&B.
Exactly.
But I think Minnale does it a bit more broadly, and they follow like he.
Minnale's right in your face. Like
Minnale is just like, hey guys, you heard of Nirvana?
Yeah.
You heard of Dr. Dre?
You like Backstreet Boys?
You like, there's a lot more, but I also feel like he covers like a wider range. There's a bit of trip hop.
There's so many Western influences in a lot of these tracks, though, bro. Like you just said, like that. It's like we can't do a track unless we have someone speaking English in it.
Yeah. He's really kicking us, hey,
bro. The first track on his album is one of my favorite tracks.
Is it Ven Madia?
No, Pool Ball.
Oh yeah, as in like the instrumental.
Yeah, bro.
I think
one of the best instrumentals.
I love that.
It just evokes so much emotion.
Emotion.
So much emotion. Like, but I'm just blinded by nostalgia. So
yeah, but it's pure nostalgic euphoria.
Yeah.
Like, when that flute comes in.
Pure nostalgic euphoria. PNE.
Like I know you like. This is one of those.
This makes you want to dance, innit?
Yeah.
Like just like.
I just want to come out of the rain just like she does, just like dancing with random little kids, and then the police officer takes me away, just like, what are you doing?
Yeah. We got him, guys. We got him, guys.
I do think this is fairly interesting in the sense that the only reason anyone remembers this film is because of the soundtrack. I actually had to go back and watch this movie because unlike the other movies we've done, where I've kind of just been like, I kind of remember it.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I like this one, I don't remember it.
And this is the thing.
And I was like,
and there's probably a reason why we don't remember.
There's a good reason.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very good. In fact, it's pretty bad.
It's so bad.
I think
aesthetically, it's really nice though.
Yeah.
But the narrative-wise,
not just like, I forgot it because it was like forgettable and average. No, I think my brain actually like pushed it out.
Yeah.
Because this is bad.
This movie perpetuates psycho boyfriend.
Marlon's
behavior.
Like a full-on psychopath. In this.
Yeah, and this is probably why a lot of Asian like people have this false persona of how to find a partner kind of thing.
This plot could be a serial killer movie.
For context, you need a quick summary?
No, I don't. That's all I want to mention. I'm just going to say the movie's trash and has no bearing on the sound. In fact, I kind of like the songs a little less after I watched the movie. The only song where the movie kind of ties in a teeny tiny bit in the music video is Vasigara, and that's just because you just got like all the eye contact and like flowing clothes, and like he's just looking into the camera.
So let's take the movie away. The soundtrack by itself,
it's very cohesive.
It's a really good love. First love.
Yeah.
Coming of age kind of soundtrack and album. Yeah.
I think the reason it's really cohesive, you kind of mentioned, it's the Pool Ball instrumental. It comes back. It's like a motif that comes back across the album, which is really nice. He sticks to like a fairly small selection of singers.
Yeah.
It kind
of coherent sound.
Yeah. So like you have the same singer on one or two songs. You also have the 19th influence. So I also think this is his first album, right? So
whose first album?
Harris Jayaraj. Cool. So, but he comes out very fully formed. All his like little quirks and his signature sound. Because at that point he'd done hundreds of movies as like a composer. Yeah. The funny thing is he actually got brought on to help because he was so experienced as a composer. So the director wanted to make sure this film score was good. So that's why he brought him on. He didn't really bring him for the soundtrack. And he's like, also do the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And then the film is trash anyways.
But so like, make sure the film soundtrack is really good.
And he knocked the soundtrack out of the park.
Yeah. What's the next track?
Is it Ven Madhiye?
Begins with it. Oh, yeah, it is.
Ven Madhiye.
So this is all about a guy seeing a girl for the first time.
Yeah. The song has like a lot of momentum. Like the first time he comes in, it's kind of like, you know, Harris Jayaraj, he likes these acoustic ballads a lot.
Yeah.
And then he comes in, and then I really like it has all these random like dramatic operatic vocals, but it's like
yeah, that bit really takes me out of it.
Oh really? I feel like it kind of adds to it, and then it kind of comes down.
Yeah, the flute.
Yeah, it comes out and it goes.
Yeah.
The singer, I think it's Tipu. He goes, Anjanal Vare, our Paul into the saying that bit. So that bit comes in and like. It becomes so tender and nice, and then it comes back to the chorus, and then it like I feel like it gets like more momentum every time, and he like adds a bit more emotion.
Yeah.
So another theme that makes the album really cohesive for me is that theme of first love and like the trials and tribulations of like.
But it's like the first love, but you don't even know who that person is. It's literally love at first sight.
Yeah.
And who is this person kind of vibe.
Yeah. And also just like it seems to focus on like the difficulty of that vulnerability, and I'll come back to
come to terms with it.
Yeah, I'll come
having
back
not
to
experienced it before.
Yeah.
Like what is this new feeling?
Yeah. I'll talk about it now.
Do it.
Because the Nenje, it's Nenje Pupol. Oh, bro, that's like one of my favorite Tamil songs ever.
Fully.
It's just
the lyrics are so, because like it's that
Nenje Pupol koi devale. I love it.
It's the sense that like when you're growing up or like when you're young, like you are a bud, right?
Yeah.
And then when you have that first love, it's like bloom.
Yeah.
Like, how do you? I'm bloomed now. What do I do with this? I've never been in this state before. Kind of thing.
And I just love it because I think it's Harris Raghavendra. The vulnerability that he puts in his voice and his vocal performance, like he shows such it's almost bittersweet. He's got this yearning and like he's happy because he's like, oh my god, like I'm feeling this way, but like she's taking my heart out like a flower. Is this the one
where the lyrics are like the days are getting longer or something?
No, it's not that one. This one literally the only lyric is Nenje Pupo. It's just all like it's just like the loss of control you have. And like how scary that is, and
the innocence of it all.
And how terrifying it is to be that vulnerable. And I feel like he encapsulates that perfectly in like the way he sings us.
Hey guys, Editor Asala here. Just want to speak about the Purple lyric and how it is sort of manifests across the album differently. So you have the first time it's mentioned actually in Purple, where it's sort of celebratory, it's more euphoric, and then you have it said with a sense of adoration on Alohediya, and then here where it's said with this vulnerability, this loss of control, this tinge of pain really. Not only I think does this speak to the talent of the singers that portray the same line differently to carry such different meaning, but also conveys the multifaceted way that love sort of affects someone and the different emotions that come with it, and also just ties the album together as well, adding to that cohesive feel. Thank you.
And also then there's like the bass in that. It kind of reminds me of White from Frank Ocean's Channel Orange.
Okay.
Like literally I'm like in Marvin's room mode.
Like pulsing.
It's like a heartbeat. Yeah. I'm like in Marvin's room mode when I listen to this, bro. I'm just there like, it doesn't matter like what's going on in my personal life. I listen to the song, I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, I love the song. But sorry, where were we before that?
No, as in I like because on that same note, what's the last song? Is it Ore
Ne Avahan? Yeah. That feels a bit like an epilogue to me.
Go on.
Because Vasihra feels like the crown jewel of this album. There's a reason this is covered by like 1 million people on YouTube.
Yeah.
This song is like one of the most popular Tamil songs of like the last 20 years.
This is like the most popular, it's like the hottest kind of like, saucy Tamil songs there are.
I don't know if it's like sex I don't know if it's that sexual. I mean, I think Bombay Jayashree's her performance is very sultry, like the way she sings.
When you deep the lyrics, yeah, it's not that like.
Yeah, it's not that like Vital Mort is nowhere near this thing. Like, it's finally an album without him. But like. It's like she's actually by background a Carnatic singer.
Oh, right.
And this is her first song in the sort of playback Tamil industry circuit. And she actually turned up thinking it was a different Mr. Jayaraj. So she turned up to the session and she's like, where's Mr. Jayaraj? And Harris Jayaraj was like,
I'm here.
Me, I'm Harris. And she's like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah.
I just love how she like intertwines with the flute. It's such a classic Harris Jayaraj song. It's got like the ghostly, eerie females, la like it's got that eerie. You know how everyone when Donda came out, Kanye's created this unique sound of these like eerie church organs with these like haunting. Mate, Harris Jayaraj, that's his.
Been doing this since day.
Been doing it for day. He's been doing it for time. Like that's like, and I love that sound. So he's been doing that for time. Tamare did the lyrics. Vasi kara and nenjinika on pon madiyel tungina. Like
sweet.
If you want to understand what Harris Jayaraj is about, I feel like this is
a good entry song.
Yeah. It has all his isms. The way he has the absolute nonsense. As like when that got pointed out to me, like he does that often, I was like, oh my god, it's all his songs.
But it works. Like he does it in a way where it's just like
I like all Mama in the song. Like
oh my god, All Mama is one of my favorite tracks. So wait, he's like Western Ghana. Energy kind of like boy bandy song. I'm like all about this, bro. He says some words in there. I'm like, can you be saying this? But I'm like,
bro, man rhymes Bismillah with playful laugh.
Literally. I'm like, we didn't get out to do this today, but then he would because like, what's the other track with Vijay that came out? The Arabic Kurta, right? So
but
this is totally fine. The breakdown bit at the end as well. It's just like. Jokes.
The break. Oh yeah, the scatting.
The scatting.
Again, it's very 90s.
It's a vibe. And then I've literally written Maddie, LOL.
Oh my gosh, that literally feels like it's one of those songs, but it's so cringe and cheesy. It kind of goes all the way back, and it's so bad it's good almost. Like because. Literally, there's like the grungy rock guitars. There's like these mono synths that feel like they could have come out the Chronic from Dr. Dre. There's literally just like, give it away now, give it away now.
That reminds me of like this like one of these like new metal rock songs.
Literally. He's literally pulling from something. He's mashing all these weird 90s like things to create something new. And of course there's
it's a gang
kick-ass like thankfully it's only like a minute, so I feel like it doesn't overstay its welcome. So
it's a great intro track for Maddie though. But
it's very.
What's his character's name in the movie? It's not Maddie.
It's like Rajesh or something.
Yeah, so this is literally.
It's purely like here. So that's what I mean. It's from the cult of Ale Party Day. It's like without Ale Party Day, there's that image isn't there. So I do feel
Maddie.
Oh no, Maddie. Oh no.
Yo, that's gonna be my producer time. Oh no, Maddie.
So there's one Madie, Mama, there's Maddie, Alahiyatiye. Oh, I like that one a lot. I really love that bit.
That lyric is just like, I feel like everyone's been there. When you get so obsessive over someone.
I actually that's like a nice example where he fuses like Western, because he's got like, I guess like this guy called Timmy is doing like all like the Western vocals. And he's like doing like Western like R&B riffs, whereas they're doing the and it kind of mixes quite nicely.
But even it mixes so nicely, and there's like so many layers to it as well, where it's just like it works and it goes in and out kind of thing. So like, this could be a mad jump shot, by the way. Hey guys,
if you've watched it this far, thank you and sorry. Production issues for sure. Never do this to me. So that's Timmy again. He was on Maddie. He wasn't doing good then.
No.
I like what he did
This is the only track where I think the Western fusion has worked for me.
Okay.
And like it just goes with like the song as well, the music video, etc. But like, such a catchy shot. Such a catchy shot. Oh, na 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 na.
Yeah.
Na 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 na. Yeah, vibes. This thing, like this track, is does what every other track on this album does.
Yeah.
It's layers. Like there's when you literally deep it, there's so many like intricate little bits. Like especially in this track, like there's like a little triangles noise in random places, and that's what is missing from some of these newer songs. Because like I feel like this was done with like a live orchestra and live band and stuff.
Yeah.
Not to say newer songs aren't, but it's just like these little bits and nuances were very prevalent in that era of music, and that brings about nostalgia, and that's what sends me on this nostalgia trip, and that's what makes me fall in love with this type of music even more. And it's just like this perpetual of like I'm always gonna love this sound more and more and more, despite the little shortcomings, in my opinion, of like some of the Western fusions and stuff. Like,
it even has like a bit of a Justin Timberlake vibe. It was like, don't you ever do this. Don't you ever do this. I want to talk about Verena,
Yeah, for sure.
Harini's voice in this, I think it's Harini.
Yeah.
Harini's voice. Dan Maradi, it's so sweet. The beat has like almost like a trip hop vibe to it, but it's like so in the background.
It's a marching percussion beat, which
yeah.
I vibe with. So it makes you pay attention. Oh, and there's like scatting in this track as well.
Yeah, exactly. Again, it feels like a very 90s boy band kind of scat. Like,
in such a way where you could, if you were a DJ, you could mix this into an MJ track. Like fully. Yo, any Tamil DJs out there? You know what to do.
The back and forth element is cool. It's like Ivan Yaro. At the end, he's like, "It's me. I am the Yaro."
I am the Yaro.
It's got the grungy guitars that dun. It wears its influences on its sleeve, but like it meshes them in a way you wouldn't really hear in what
meshes.
It meshes them in a way that's like you wouldn't really hear in a lot of Western songs because it's so ridiculous a lot of the time. Like, like there's a bit of a trip hop and there's some grungy guitars, and then
it's like Frankenstein's monster. For us, it's not Frankenstein's monster.
This is the thing. Like everyone has nostalgia for like Backstreet Boys and blah blah blah, and I have a nostalgia with the sound, but not really the groups, and I never quite understood why. It's because I was listening to this shit.
Like it's same but different. I think what you mentioned was like at this point in the album for the song, it's like all the time it's the male dominant voice that's been talking about their love and stuff, not really female. But at this song was like literally the female is like like who is this guy that's come into my life? So
that's interesting. That's nice. I never thought about that way.
She's asking like, who is this guy? He's found a way into her mind and stuff. And as you said, the guys are there. Oh, it's me, by the way.
This album, no skips. I don't say that often.
No skips. That's true.
No skips. The Maddie one is very close to a skip. But it's only a minute long, so I don't skip.
That's interesting because like even the Alibi the one which we reviewed a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago even. Linked to video somewhere for that. I had a skip.
Well,
you're right. This is a
lot more cohesive,
stylized.
And
good narrative.
I mean, his range isn't as big as A.R. Rahman's. And that kind of works in his favor in this album context, at least. Because A.R. Rahman's doing this stuff, that stuff. Bring on this guy, where he's like kept it a lot more cohesive. He's got a vision.
He's got a vision.
But this is it's a classic.
It's a classic.
Don't watch the movie.
Minnale Soundtrack. No skips.
No skips.